Jiri Prochazka showed up to a fire show and almost left the venue in flames. The former UFC light heavyweight champion wasn't just a spectator. He grabbed the torch himself and tried his hand at fire breathing. Sounds cool, until he misjudged the wind and blasted a wave of burning alcohol just inches away from the cameraman. The guy literally had to dodge out of the way to avoid getting torched. Luckily, no one got hurt. But the clip blew up online. Fans already know Jiri's a bit of a wild card. A samurai warrior philosopher one moment, borderline maniac the next. But while Jiri was blowing flames, out of nowhere, Jeian Silva jumps on X and makes one of the most outrageous callouts in UFC history. He says his dream fight is for the BMF title against Max Holloway, inside the White House. Yeah, you heard that right. Not Madison Square Garden, not Abu Dhabi, the actual White House. Max Holloway saw the post during a live stream and absolutely cooked him.
Did you see Jeian Silva called you out for the White House? Is he smoking? Holy fuck. Did he not see what Diego Lopez just did to him? This guy gotta be trolling us, bro. He needs to be he needs to be concussed. That stay concussed, bro. That's not whatever he's saying. We're not gonna take it serious. Dude, stay concussed, bro. Dude is still concussed. What a fucking weirdo, huh?
And Max wasn't the only one clapping back this week. Another fighter had a few choice words for someone ducking a real war. Belal Muhammad has been begging for a fight, and when he finally got matched up with Ian Garry for UFC's November card, he didn't just want a fight, he wanted 5 full rounds. But according to Belal, Ian Garry wasn't having it. The Irish fighter allegedly refused anything beyond 3 rounds. Belal went off on the No Script podcast, straight up calling Garry a coward, said he's scared to go 5 rounds because he knows exactly what'll happen. He'll fold. Belal's confident, aggressive, and dead serious.
This should be a 5-round fight, and
Yep.
what happened?
Why
with
is
that
it
whole
3 rounds?
The
situation?
coward. As I said, coward Ian. He's afraid to go 5 rounds. He saw what happened with him his last fight with Pratas, and he knows 5 rounds with me is going to be.
So why
death
does
for him.
he get to make that decision and you don't?
Because he's not willing to take the fight. So
Oh,
for
wow.
myself, it was like you either sit on the sidelines,
or you take 3.
there's nobody else. You take 3. So my mindset is I'm going to break him. I'm going to finish him. I'm just going to start faster, and he's going to fold.
Good.
Dude, there's nothing else. But for him to talk about, I want to be a champion, I want to be this, and you're afraid to go a 5-round fight,
100%.
just take that out of your mindset. Take that out of your vocabulary.
But while these two argue about how long they're willing to fight, one contender hasn't said a word and might actually be the most dangerous of all. Movsar Evloev is undefeated, 9 wins, 0 losses, and somehow still getting overlooked. Coach Javier Mendez recently put it bluntly, Movsar has done everything right, but hype is beating skill. The UFC's giving title shots to flashier names with bigger followings, even after weak performances. Meanwhile, Movsar keeps racking up wins and getting passed over. Mendez pointed to guys like Sean O'Malley, who got a title shot after what many called a forgettable performance. Movsar, he's getting told to wait in line. Again.
Movsar, the featherweight.
Movsar.
Look at him. Look how long it's taking him. They're passing him up because why? Just not many people want interested to see him, even though he deserves it. He's number 1 in my opinion. He deserves it. But is he getting it? How come like Sean O'Malley got title shots after lackluster performance? Right? And he got now. What would be really a shock is if he got another title shot after this last performance. Now I would think that he's going back to the drawing board because again the eyeballs aren't going to be on him. Because of the last performance, people are going to go, no, we're not going to watch him. Now he's lost the 2 in a row, and both to Merab, and now the last one was not excited at all. He got demolished. So his marketability is not there anymore. So they're going to have to figure out somebody else. So again, it comes down to different variables, but it's who is going to be hot at that particular time or who is in the general favor at that particular time.
And while Movsar quietly racks up victories, another fighter is doing the opposite, building superstardom without even stepping in the cage. While most fighters use their time off to rest, Ilia Topuria turned his break into a national celebration. He flew back to his home country of Georgia, and the moment he landed, it was pure chaos. Thousands of fans showed up. People flooded the streets just to get a glimpse. He wasn't treated like a fighter, he was treated like a hero. Security had to hold the crowds back, and it wasn't for a fight, it was just Topuria showing up. But while Ilia was soaking up love in his hometown, one fighter was getting battered in silence. Renard Derritter walked into the octagon for what was supposed to be a war, but by the end of round 4, he could barely walk at all. He was completely spent, physically wrecked, mentally drained, stumbling back to his corner, legs gone, eyes glazed. That's when his coach, Harun Oskan, made the call no fighter ever wants to hear. He stopped the fight. The internet lit up. Some fans questioned the decision, but Harun didn't flinch. He posted on Instagram the next day, saying, "I normally don't share personal things on here, but I feel I owe a little explanation to everyone who's been behind us. First of all, thank you for the amazing support we've been receiving. It's been a crazy and busy year so far. Last night didn't go as we wanted. After a very strong start in the first round, things quickly started fading and we couldn't really recover from the shots in and after the second round. I made the call to stop the fight after the 4th round. I take full responsibility for that decision, and it was the right call to make for me in the moment. It's not a decision I ever wanted to make, but I guess sometimes you have to. My job is to coach, but also to look out for my fighter's health. I've been with Rainier for basically his whole career and saw too many signs that made me step in. If I didn't do anything, he would have continued the fight. Rather than risk unnecessary damage, I decided to call it a day and go home as healthy as possible. Live to fight another day. I absolutely do not care about pleasing others if it comes at the cost of someone's health. There's a thin line between being tough and watching out for your health. This sport can be brutal. These guys sacrifice a lot of their life in and out of the cage. There's no need for excess damage if it can be avoided. Most people forget they're human too. Zero excuses for this loss. We knew what we were going for. We're not happy with this performance, but for now, recovery first. Evaluate some stuff, and we will be back next year. It has been an amazing year overall and thankful for all the highs and lows in life. Proud of you, my brother Derritter. We've come a long way. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and thank you for the continued support. All love, Coach Harun. Eddie Hall, the former world's strongest man, just kicked off his official MMA training camp. His opponent, none other than Dillon Danis. And yes, this fight is actually happening. Hall dropped a teaser on socials with a shot straight at Danis. Coming soon. Some say Dillon's world-class jiu-jitsu will be too much for me. Others say he's never felt a real punch, and I've got the hardest recorded punch on the planet. Fact. While the UFC is packed with inactive champs and padded matchups, Tom Aspinall is trying to flip the script. Just days out from UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi, Aspinall made it clear he doesn't want to be one of those champions who sits around holding the belt hostage. In his own words, "I just want to be a champion who fights often, regular, against the best guys." And that's exactly what he's doing. He's putting his heavyweight title on the line against Cyril Gane, a polished, unorthodox striker who's given almost everyone problems.
Feels good to just have something to work towards after having a year of not having something to work towards. I've always been in the gym, but it's nice to have a goal, have an opponent. This fight in particular has been simmering for quite some time, so looking forward to getting in there and doing the job. I just want to be a champion who fights often, regular, and fights the best guys. I don't want to be these guys who fight, with big breaks in between, because that's what's happened. Nothing to do with me. I'm ready to put a stop to that. Be active, be an active champion, be a defending champion, and fight the best guys. He's the #1 contender, so I think that's what champions should do. Is they should fight the #1 contenders. I'm the champion. He's the next best guy. let's fight and find out who the best guy is. That's the way it's supposed to go. Cyril's a really good opponent. He's really unique with his style. I've never fought anyone like him before. That being said, he's never fought anybody like me before. So let's get in there, see what happens. That's what dreams are made of, isn't it? That's what I got into this sport to do, is to be the UFC heavyweight champion. To walk out there, last on the card, everyone's waiting for me, walk in there, put in a big performance. Hey, when I was a little boy putting the gloves on for the first time, I was thinking about this kind of stuff, so I always have to keep reminding myself this the whole time, is like, all the pressure, all the titles, all the fans and all that aside, I'm here doing what I love, I'm here doing what I dreamed of, and looking forward to going doing it.
So let's recap. One fighter nearly lights a cameraman on fire. Another wants to brawl inside the White House. We've got champions calling each other cowards, undefeated beasts getting ignored, and a coach stepping in to save a life. Oh, and a whole internet full of memes just making it worse. That's MMA right now. Equal parts chaos, courage, and complete unpredictability. And when fire breathing is the least insane part of the week, you know next weekend's about to go even harder. If you liked the video, hit the like button, drop a comment on the craziest moment this week, and subscribe for more Fight World insanity. You don't want to miss what's coming.